Hey everybody, I'm sure this layout is not what you was thinking to do when you started this tutorial. You was thinking a lot of more beautiful, more another like what I show you in the first tutorial. So how you do this? Just for overview, you see, if you remember we did this layout, so how whatever you design this layout, you will see it here. Let me do some design for this layout. I have already a code prepared here in my tutorial here. If you go this GitHub, if you go to white background, this code, if I just copy it, all the line of code from 1 to 14, and then I just go to my code and I added the drawable. Let me name it BR list for background list. I would just replace this code with the new code that I have it. If you overview it, this would be like this one. It's just simple white and have shape, nice shape. If you remember the selector and how we designed the selector. Now I want to give it to this layout. That's okay. This is my layout. I have the background. I would say, okay, this will take background from drawable name BR list. I think now is more nicer. That's great. Now I have this background. Let me talk about background color for this one. So for the list view, if I go to the list view, I just see this my list view. I give it this background color. Let me give it a different background color that may be more interesting when you work with background. I'll say I would use the color for FD3D3. This white background, this very nice white background. Also, I would add divider between the lines. I will say, okay, also I'm adding the Android divider or height divider. If I divider height, let's for example give it anyone. Let me give it 9 dB. Just this divider mean how much the space between one item and other item in the list view. See, if I give it two things, now the layout is changed. If you rerun it again, everything is changed. Not like same what I showed you before. Something different, something in the layout. See, this is layout design, this is the items. I'm sure it's more nice than what you see before. You have the item, you have everything is prepared in different way. This is the basic simple thing that I want to share with you in this video. So you could do more and more with this layout design. You say, okay, I want this layout to have padding. For example, I have padding for the origin that I have it. For example, padding from alt side, for example 10 pt, and I'm sure, okay, I will use for background color for my layout this background color as a background. Let me say, okay, not 10, let me say 3 pt. Okay, now you will see a different color, different style for list view. So yes, that's what I want to share with you. See how it appear, how everything will see you is not the same. You develop it. You could also go to this layout and change it whatever way you want to change it. For example, let me instead display an ID here. I would display some images here. I just added 1, 2, 3 images, 1 and 2 and 3. Let me send this 3 images to my project. So as I thought, this is just a simple 3 images. I add them to my code. Let me send this 3 images instead sending ID number. You could do that. I would say just by instead this one, I would say r.id r.drawable.1, then r.drawable2 3, for example this one, r.2 r.drawable.3, then other I will delete the remain. If I go to the layout will be changed. I don't have list view. I will not use this one. The text view. I will use image view to display my image. If I go back here to image view, I have this image. Let me add it here. Yes, I don't need. I'm not interested in any one of these, but you could change the width and height. Let me change the height to 100 pt, for example, 100 pt. Okay, for example, this is the image that I want to display the size for it. Image view, let me name it AV image, and this name AV image. This is the ID for my image view. If I go to the code, what I have to update only the viewing for the image. So I'm calling the ID. No, I will call the image. So now I will call image view. Then I will say also image view here. Just let me show you how I changed the design, but now not set image resource. It will be s.id. because that's okay to use s.id directory because image resource also the id dot id. Now that's great. If you rerun it again, you'll see different view, different style. You have images now, not IDs. Here we go. This is my list view, and this is the images inside the list view. Now, what if I want to add a new element to the list view? Maybe by code or maybe by button. So let me suppose this is my image. I want to add a new element in the list view. Let me suppose I have this one, and I have a list view. Also, I have button for adding a new element in the list view. Okay, having two elements, for sure this one will take all the screen because the weight of this one is taking all the screen. So I say, okay, this one will take weight of layout will be 1, and this one will be button will be 0, will taking weight 0, just taking its content. I would say add, and on a click, when someone click on it, let me call add a new, and here you go. I will get the event for this one for add a new element in the list view. Here, add the element. That's great. If you see, when I add element in the list view, I add in this way. Let me say I add a new one, added. I give it 1 as the image. But if how I could tell list view, hey, I already added a new item in the array, just by call adapter, just calling notify database change. He already, whenever I add a new element, he already, when I call notify change, he already will notify the database without re-rendering all the data in the list view. And this is amazing when you want to load more in your list view. Just add your data and call notify data set change, and you will be okay. So see, this is my items. This is the last one. This last one, if I want to add a new, you'll see it here, the new item here. See, he added without notify the data set change. So yes, that was amazing work with list view. So yes, here we done, and see you next.